How's your trip been? Yeah.
Very relaxing.
That's awesome.
Nothing to think about.
Good for you, man. That's awesome. All right, y'all. We are here from Minnesota. Minnesota, as they say. We're Minnesota, where the Bishop Kearney Select Girls 19U are going to take on the Green Machine, the Chicago Mission. First time these two teams met were not good for BK. I believe it was a 4-1 shellacking at the Pittsburgh tournament. I see 4 followers, so hopefully you guys can all see and hear. There's no Wi-Fi in the building, so we're going straight off cellular. All right, good news for the BK 16s. They beat Shattuck St. Mary's this morning 2-0. And now let's see what your selects can do against the Chicago Mission. As the fan club comes in. Fan club, everybody say hi, everybody wave. The fan club, the fan club. The fan club. Everybody wave. So we got 9 seconds remaining in the warm-up. My silent friend is here, if you guys remember him from a couple weeks ago. He made the trip to Minnesota. Nicole's like, I know who that is. Oh. Was that Leah? Leah with the bucket toss. I'm not going to hand it to you. Setting up the tone for the green and blue. All right, BK has said their cheers. So, getting the start, it looks like it's going to be Heather Wolf, who wants revenge against her old teammates. Hunt and Baudette, as last weekend, partnered. Tremmel, the Seattle Mariner fan, born in China, along with Leah Saracola, the Broadway bully from Philly, and the Slovakian nightmare, 88, that she's in the lineup. All right, we are ready to go, folks. Puck drop, here we go, y'all. Welcome to Minnesota. BK wins it. Baudette crossing over, throwing it into the zone as Mission chases. Cycle back around, Tremmel on chase. Puck's up. Off Baudette's foot, back into the zone as Hunt has to regroup and chase. Puck off the wall. Back to the Mission D. A lot faster start than the Buffalo weekend. I mean, it's not Nichols, everybody. Just saying, Drew. It's not Nichols. Puck's back. Gardner picks it up. Crosses over to blue line. Steps in. Shoots. Save. 1 shot to 0. Feel like I need to provide the music here too. All right, Stock down at the draw. She's got Gardner, Miola, Gigi Martin, and Avery Ide. Ide picks up the puck, takes a look, swings it over to Martin. Martin up to the neutral zone, hits Gardner. Gardner crosses, shot number 2 on goal. We got a whistle, and we got a mistake via El Referee. Thought the puck was covered. It was not. Where are we gonna go here? We are gonna go into the D zone. Puck down. New group comes out. Face-off won by the Mission, sent back off Martin's feet. We got a one-on-one here. Mission coming in hard, shot on Wolf, save. As Ide hit it off the wall, back in, tying up some green goblins in the corner. Ide checked off the puck. Brinson back around the net. Over to Ide. Ide trying to swing it off the sideboards. Kept in there by the Mission. And Martin gonna toss it up ice to Boyko. It's reversed. Good pass up ice as Gerson's gonna chase. Healy gave that pass. Puck's in the corner, fighting for it. Down low, EK. Couple girls going down. Healy sending it in. It's almost picked. Mission through the neutral zone. Koalo, good stop. It's offsides. Mission girls regroup. They get back on sides. As Gerson fighting for it at the corner here. King throws the puck around. Through the middle. We gotta go. We gotta go. Gotta go. Back down in the zone. Mission come up. Healy gives a bump. King. Pass. A little too far for Saracola. Intercepted by the Mission. Through the neutral zone. They got opportunities here. Puck's loose. Good job, BK. We got a 3-on-1. Here comes Saracola. Over the blue line. Cuts in. Pass out in front. Tremble. Oh, and a glove save. Addie tried the one-timer. Didn't get all of it. And we're 12:05 remaining here. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. I know I'm far away, but I don't want to get too crazy. So Trumbull's down on the draw. One there by the Mission. They regroup. Trumbull picks up her glove. Pass Hunt. And it's a one-on-one with Bodette. Cutting to the middle, regrouping. Cuts around through the middle of the ice. And Wolf is going to stop that play as the refs come in. Break it up. Tremmel at the draw. One there by the Mission. Back to their winger. Regroups it back in the zone. Cycles. Hunt picks it up. Outlet pass there. A little bit too far for Saracola. Battling soon on the sidewall. Saracola comes in. Takes it. O'Donnell gets it up to Nella. Nella cuts in. Losing the puck. Good balance there by the Mission. Miola on the forecheck. Miola looks back, tries to find Bodette. Nobody there, gets hit into the wall. Here come the Mission. Through the zone, 1-on-3. They want to dump it in and go for a change. As Wolf is going to play it to Martin. Martin comes back up. Near side here to Miola, across the middle. Taken by Mission, off the wall. Trying to break in. Martin comes in and gives a stick. Ide with a hit. Mission controlling. She's tied up. No call there. And the puck's out of the zone. Mission forced to regroup as Gardner is pressuring along with Miola. Off Miola's skate. Back into Mission hands through the middle. And Wolf is going to cover it. We're going to get some line changes and a whistle with 10:37 remaining in period number 1. 0-0 here. Should be an ice cut right after the first period. They came onto a dirty sheet. Kind of like the hotel we're in. Dirty sheets. Mission getting it back in the zone. Kowalo. Mission control. Healy chasing. Out in front. Mission shot. Tipped up over the glove. Kowalo behind the net. Pass through the middle. Breakout. Here comes Chloe. Brinson comes over. Mission D falls down. Back to Healy. Healy tries to put it on net. Save there. Good forecheck by O'Donnell. O'Donnell throws a hit in the corner. Back to Healy. Healy waits. Behind the net. BK's got a chase. Boyko comes up with it. Boyko swings it over to Healy. Healy up ice to Leibowitz. Through the zone. Down back. Mission control. Through the neutral zone. Good wall pass there by the Mission. Behind the net. Back to the D. Shot on. Tip. Save. And Wolf is going to bring it in. Corral it. We're going to get some changes here. As Baudette's going to come on. On the draw. Referee's chirping to get outside the dots, outside the circle. Puck's fired around. Oh, bad bounce there. Goes back to the middle. Pass Hunt. Good job by Boet. And here comes Leibowitz. Leibowitz centering pass. Back down. King. And we're going to get an ice. And we're going to go down with an icing call. 8:52 remaining, period 1. Travel. Puck's down. Mission clear it. Outside the zone. Puck's back in. Here comes Tremmel. Oh, and they're going to get an offsides call. We're going to try it again in the neutral zone. Martin and Idout with Saracola, Lapushinova, Tremmel. Referees screaming to back up as they enter back again. Puck's down. Kick to Martin. Martin losing control on the wall. Good job by Saracola. Here comes Lapushinova. Bodies up her girl. Pushes it back through. Tries to escape at the blue line. Sends it over to Martin. Martin retreated. Down to Saracola. Chasing. Puck's off the sidewall. Here come the Mission. And we're going to get an offsides. DK forced to regroup. Puck's out of the zone. DK with it. Saracola waiting. She takes off down the neutral zone. Tries to get the pass off. Good job there by the Mission controlling. And Lapushinova crosses over the blue line. Makes a move. Tries to dump it in. Goes for a line change. Kowalo up tight. Puck's back. Good job there by Miola. Puck's behind the net. Gardner working on the sidewall. Gardner looks over. Tries to cut to the middle. Taken there by Mission. Kowalo's got to come back. And we're going to have a penalty here. as Gardner's going to go to the box for a slash. And Mission are going to go on a 2-minute power play here. 7:31, excuse me, remaining in period 1. Let's see how BK adjusts. So King is coming out with Chloe, along with Bodette and Martin. Puck's down, won by the Mission. Good stick lift by King, and King's going to send it down the ice. Slow go as Brinson gives chase. Brinson's on the puck. Mission come through. Centering pass. Good back check there by Brinson. Gets it back out of the zone. Good hustle by Chloe. Mission have to regroup on their power play. Coming up the middle. King's going to chase. Puck's out. Brinson sends it down again. Good shift here by Chloe. Puck's in. Martin's going to go quick. Martin's going to try to go high through the middle. Blocked there by the Mission. They're going to try to control it at the line. And they have it. Back over to the D. Off the foot. Foot to stick pass. 46 picks it up. Shot on. Tipped in front. And the Mission are setting up. Shot. Wolf in the gut. Save. 6:31 with 1 minute left on Gardner's penalty. All right, BK clears it. The regroup, 50 seconds. Here come the Mission through the zone. Oh, I don't need that. I'm good.
Sure?
Yeah, thank you. Terry finally decided to show up. Good thing I'm here. Good save by Wolf up into the netting. So we're 30 seconds left, and BK is going to change again. Mission cover it. Boyko chasing. Boyko up at the top. Swings by her girl, gets tied up. Mission trying to work down low. Regroup. Back to the point. Open lanes. Good movement here by Chicago. Back up top. Fires it over to the wing. Shot on. Save. Rebound. Loose. Wolf finds it. Covers it. No whistle. And now we get a whistle. So the power play is over. So a good start to BK's PK. And then the Mission controlled the second half of that power play. 5:28 remaining. Face-off still going to be down in the Chicago zone. Mission win the draw. Shot. Off the right pad of Wolf. And Saracola, the backhand pass out to Lapushnova. Sending it to the middle to Tremmel. Swing and a miss. Good opportunity here. Controlled by Lapushnova behind the net. Back to Ide. Ide trying to send it quick up. And it gets by BKD. Icing is waved off. Mission come in. Bodying up is Healy. Here comes Saracola. Saracola is just going to send it down soft. Good touch. Is it going to make it? Icing is waved off. And Stock's going to step up. She takes two with her. allowing Gardner to come in. Gardner's tied up. Mission take it. Good forecheck there by Miola. She's checked down. No call there as Stock comes in. Stopped by Bodette on the blue line. And Mission control. Miola gonna go. Hunt picks up the puck. Regroups. Ties up her girl out in front. Here comes Miola. Miola gets through, crosses over, takes a shot to the head. No call there. This is why I hate the three-man system. Gets by Martin. And Kowalo gonna come over to help out. As Stock's gonna dump it in. 92 gonna chase. She's tied up. Battle ensuing in the near corner. And Mission trying to get out of the zone here. Taken by Kowalo. Kowalo. Backhand pass. Moved up. Miola waits. Finds Martin. Martin comes in. Martin gets a shot on right in the gut. It's going to be covered by the Mission goalie. And we are 3:13 remaining in period one. As BK gets their line changes. O'Donnell, Brinson, Boyko, Healy, and Ide out for the Black. New center for Mission. She's kicked out of the zone. Face-off won by BK. O'Donnell loses it. Mission pick it up. It's by Healy. Healy's going to knock her girl off the puck. Tie her up. Controlled. Pass there by Healy to Boyko. Can't handle it. Mission are going to send it down. And that's going to be an icing. With 2:50 remaining, we're going to have a face-off in the offensive zone. Tied up at the dot is King. Taken there behind the net. Seawall. To Ide. Ide losing it. Mission. Coming down ice. Saved there by Heather Wolf. And taken down right there on a trip. Cross check they're going to call. And that's going to go to Ide. As she's going to put BK down with 2:28 remaining on their second shorthanded opportunity in the first period. So the Mission come out again with 5. 2:28, back to their D. Myers dumps it in. 20 Green, moving around. Good movement here by the Mission. Backward to Myers, shot wide, behind the net. Ensuing puck battle, Sarah Cola trying to tie her up. Tremmel comes in, BK is going to pick it up. Over to Tremmel. Tremmel's going to cross over, and Bodette a little bit quick. Little action there, no call. Oh, so they did get a penalty. Mission got a penalty down in front of the net. Good call there. So we're gonna play some 4-on-4 hockey for at least a minute 30. 1:57. Lapushinova, Gardner, Hunt, and Healy out for BK. Lapushinova at the draw. Puck goes down. Healy trying to stop it, swings it back. Onside's there. Nella giving chase. Puck's down. Healy. Back out in neutral zone. Pushinova just sends it over to Gardner. Gardner up to Hunt. Hunt. The referee gets in the way. She's going to dump it in. One move there. Puck gets by. Hunt up to Pushinova. Pushinova comes in over the line. Waits patiently. She's going to regroup. She's going to backtrack. Comes back. Turns around. Still has control of the puck. Now to Beaudet. Beaudet walks across. Gets it over to Gardner. Gardner, quick shot. Low glove. Good save there. So 1:05 remaining in the period. And we're going to play 30 seconds left of 4-on-4. Stock at the draw. Puck is down. Missioner going to send it. Should be an icing. It's 4-on-4. Yep, we're going to go back down and try it again. I think the Mission thought they were playing 5-on-4 as the 2D are talking. So 18 Stock going to take the draw again. Beaudet and Martin behind her. Brinson off to the left. Mission. Pick up the puck. Brinson, good job there. Brinson with the puck. Tries to send it over to Beaudet. Beaudet regrouping out to Martin. Martin crosses over the red line. She's going to swing back. She waits patiently. Stock picks it up. Stock enters the middle. And we got an offsides. Close. Close. All right, so we got 12 seconds left and 39 in the period as Kowalo comes out with Healy, Pushinova and Tremel. Kowalo steps up. Pushinova, pass to herself, comes in, tries to go through legs. Good job defensively by the Mission right there. And here they come. Healy makes one move, gets over, blue line, dumps it in, follows her own puck, comes through. She takes a shot to the head, no call, a little off balance there. Kowalo's going to step in. BK is on the power play. Sent over. Pushinova going to take it. Sends it back in to herself. Cuts in the middle. Healy, shot, tip, rebound, save. And all right, so BK is going to come out on the power play for the remaining 3 seconds of the period. 6 left in the Mission penalty. So they pull Wolf. They're going to get bodies out front. Try to get a shot on in 3 seconds. Make sure you win that faceoff. Puck down, shot, saved by the Mission goalie on Pushinova. Another opportunity, and it's in! It's in! It's in! And the referee is waving it off emphatically. That had happened after the buzzer went off. So we're going to get an ice cut here. Yeah, I think it was after the buzzer. No goal. All right, we will come back in a bit, everybody. Stay tuned. All right, my 8 followers, we are back. The ice has been cut up, washed, cleaned, dried, sort of. So BK is going to start the period on the power play for 3 seconds, not long. And it is a 0-0 ball game from the Super Rinks in Blaine, Minnesota. The parents are trickling back. The National Sports Center. The Ramsey County Arena. All right. So BK is going to come out. The Mission, well, they were coming out. Trying to figure out who's doing what. All right. So we got Stock, we got Gardner, and we got Miola, along with Hunt, and someone who just got a shot on goal. Sent in by Bodette. Stock picks it up, tries to cut to the middle. Gardner, chase. Puck's behind the net. Gardner out front. Just a little bit past Stock. Couldn't get the handle. And Bodette to Hunt. Tipped in. Icing is waved off as Stock's going to chase. Mission. Clear out. Dump it in. And back goes Wolf. Martin loses the puck. Back to the Mission D. D to D. Puck wrapped around. Hyde behind. Ties her up. Out in front. Gardner intercepts. Centering pass to Leibowitz. Or Saracola, and she's going to go down ice, but it was touched before the red line, and we're going to have an icing. So we're going to come back down to our right. Left of Wolfie. As Healy and Koalo are out. Tremble on a draw. Tremble wins it. Healy to Koalo. Koalo trying to wrap it over to Saracola. Saracola dumping it down to Nella. Nella's going to punch it in. And Addie's going to chase. Mission go back. Good control there by Chicago. Puck's off the wall. Here's the breakout through the neutral zone. Puck's over. Good stop there by Koalo. Onto the stick of Nella. And Addie is stopped. Nope, that wasn't Addie. Addie has the puck now. Back behind the net. And Addie just drops her girl. And we're going to get a cross-check here. That's a weak call. I know the hands came up, but it looked like the two girls came into each other. So, weak call, in my opinion. And I sat next to that referee on the flight to Minnesota. I tried paying her off. She didn't accept the money. All right, Brinson. O'Donnell. Chelsea's not happy. Some discussion going on over on the side. But we're going to get a face-off anyway. As Brinson Mission. Win it. Shot on. Still controlling. Good escape move there. Over to D. It's out of the zone. And the Mission Stewart's got to regroup. 1-7 here. Taken by the Green Machine. Puck's out. Good pressure there. Puck comes in. Back to 20. Up ice. Here comes Martin. Martin sends it down. And O'Donnell going to chase. She turns. Taking off the puck there by 2 Mission girls. Break back out of the zone. Through the neutral zone, crossing over the blue line. Trying to set something up. Pulls up, stops. Centering pass. Onto the stick of O'Donnell. O'Donnell sending it to Brinson. She's going to take her time, try to waste the clock. 59 seconds left. As Healy comes in hard. Mission, pause and wait. 50 seconds remaining. Trying to break something out here. Regrouping. Gerson being patient. Up the ice through the neutral zone. Cross ice, fake pass. Cuts across the line, and we got an offside call. She lifted her foot. And we got a face-off here. As Gruel is going to step into the face-off. Hunt and Bodette back. I don't know who's on the wing there. Maybe Gersey. Yeah. Hunt. Battling on the sidewall. Regroups behind the net to Bodette. Bodette. She's going to send it off the glass. Blocked there, but still gets into the neutral zone. As Gerst comes in hard. Still on the forecheck. Goes for a change. Leaves it. Hunt's got a chase. Hunt comes back in. Puck's out to the sidewall. Back down. Shot. Saved there by Wolf. Puck's in front. Flipped up. Nice body check there. Taken behind. Hunt's going to chase. Ties her girl up. Puck goes back behind the net. Bodette in the corner. Picked up by the Mission. Toe drag there. And it's picked up. And here comes BK as she's hooked. No call. Crossing over. King shoots. Oh, too high. Gets her own rebound. Swings and misses. Good scoring chance there for BK. And the Mission going to send it down. We're back to 5-on-5 as Koala comes in. Koala reverses it to Martin. Martin up the sidewall. Centering pass. Picked off by Mission. Through the neutral zone. Crossing over the blue line. Tied up there. She goes down. No call. Koala back behind the net to Martin. Martin moves up. She's checked. No call. Boyko decides to put a shoulder into her girl. And now we're letting some bodies fly here with no calls. Puck goes down the ice. We're going to get nice. So some good physical play here on the near wall. No calls. No calls, no balls. Well, of course they have no balls. They're women.
No calls, no balls.
They're women. They got no balls. No calls, no balls. Here's your sign. Mission win the draw. Back to the point. Wolf, stick save off to the side. Eyed behind the net, out in front. Good job by the Mission control. We got to stop running around. Pucks to the back. Shot wide. Gardner chasing. Throws a stick there. Mission still doing a good job out in front. Good stick lift there by Miola. And here comes Gardner. She's hooked down a little bit. No call. Gardner cuts into the middle. Picked up by shot. Save. And we got a hook. And the Mission are going to go to the box. BK going to head to the power play here. So 9:34 left in the second period as Saracola out with Tremmel, Lapushinova, Martin and Bodette. Center wins it forward. Mission trying to control, tying it up in the corner. 3 BK girls inside. Lapushinova, back to Bodette, slides it over to Martin. Martin, back to Nella. Nella, sauce pass to Martin. Martin comes in, Down low. Trying to get it to Saracola. Mission pick it up. Not good enough. Kept in there by Bodette. Bodette maintains control. Back to La Pushinova. La Pushinova steps in. Centering pass. Tremmel. Shot scores! And that was not Tremmel. That was Kayla O'Donnell. It was Tremmel. Who was it? What number? It was Addie Tremmel. Right in the middle of the ice. I had it right the first time. And BK goes up 1-0 on the power play. Deathly shot right over the glove. All right. So Ide and Boyko step up. And here come the Mission. Wolf going to play it off to the side to Boyko. Boyko lets it go. It's back out in front. And here comes BK again. Healy. Healy comes down the ice. Makes a move. Gets it by one. Comes in hard. Ties up a body. Puck's behind the net. O'Donnell is tied up. Back to Chloe. Chloe tries to send it to Boyko. Chloe's taken down. No call. Still has the puck. And the Mission are going to break out. Through the neutral zone across. Shot. Blocker saved by Wolf. Boyko. Glove pass to herself. Comes through the neutral zone over the center line. Trying to get it deep. Sticks her down. Boyko still chasing. Near side here for Mission. And Koalo and Hunt are going to come in. It's going to be an icing. Now we are going to go down the ice. We're going to try this again. So we got Hunt and Koalo with King and Gruel. And maybe Boyko on the right wing. New center for the Mission. Puck's down. Gruel gonna chase. Puck's out. King shot! Oh! I thought it maybe went off the blocker and in. Hunt's gonna come up. Gets it back down to the zone. And we got whistles. We got whistles here. The old goalie net off trick. I didn't do it. All right. So the Mission are going to make a change as they are the home team. BK gets kicked out even though it looked like the Mission were late to the party. Gardner on the draw. Gardner gets it across, keeps it on the blue line, makes an inside move. Gonna get it deep. Down to Miola. Miola's got Stock in front. Hunt comes in, Stock. And the Mission are gonna pick it up. As Hunt's gonna cross. Koalo backs up the middle. Good surf play there by BKD. Comes in and shot into Romano, and she gets her first save of the game. Couple broken twigs. Probably Gardner's if you had to look at it. She's got enough this year. Oh, hey guys. All right. And the game continues. 7:29 remaining. Mission going to get the puck deep. Chased there by Martin. Martin kicks it off in the corner. Bodette picks it up. Bodette, inside out pass. Gets it up to Miola. Miola centering it. Cross ice. Here's shot, scores! And Gardner with the toe drag. And it seems to be glove side again. And BK 2-0. Good passing play. Miola to Stock. Stock to Gardner. And the refs got some conversations going on. For what? I don't know. Maybe a timeout Mission. Timeout Mission. Charlie Fitzsimmons has joined the party. It's a good time. He was supposed to meet us at like 12:30, just on time. All right, so I think Mission took a timeout here with 7:08 remaining in period 2 as the momentum has shifted quickly. As BK is ready, they come out with Healy and Ide and Saracola, La Pushanova, and Tremmel. Puck's down. Taken there by Saracola. Saracola, left to right, trying to block. Comes through. Got a few D on the wall. Healy's going to send it back in, down to Nella. Nella behind the net. Addie picks it up. Addie cuts to the middle into a foot. Puck gets by Ide down the line. Here comes the Mission. And here comes Healy. Hard. Good no call there. Not really a penalty. Good hard play there by Aaron Healy. Out in front. Mission control. Cross-ice pass. But it's picked there by 21 Saracola. Good check there by Tremmel. Kind of from behind. Mission girl a little bit loosey there. She's got to get to the bench. Blocked. Ide's going to pick it up. And Ide moves it up. La Pushanova to Saracola. Saracola's going to get it deep. BK going to change. Mission on the breakout. Cross-ice pass, but it's picked. Here comes Brinson. Brinson, Bodette. Down to Brinson. Behind the net. Mission pick it up. Back off the wall. Bodette's there. She walks it in. Offsides. Keeps it, though. Controls it. Stays with it. Still has the puck. Over to Brinson. Pass. Boyko's going to come up with it. It's on sides. Boyko comes into Brinson. Oh, it's picked off by the Mission in front. Puck goes down. Sidewall. Hunt's going to chase. Wolf's going to play it to Hunt. Hunt stops. Gets it over to Bodette. Bodette on the near wall. Centering pass. Cross ice. Trying to regroup, recontrol. Bodette's going to come over. Bodette swings it over to Boyko. Boyko. Bodette. Brinson. Brinson's tied up. Puck's in front. Gets out, sneaks out into the neutral zone. Boyko's going to go for a change as the Mission come through. And Hunt's going to pick up the puck. Hunt, one-touch pass. And Leibowitz keeps it in the zone. Shot on by Wolf. Picked up there. And here goes Gers. Gers, outside move. Leibowitz in front. Gers goes around the net. Patience. Back to the Koalo. Koalo. It's off some sticks. Up. Doesn't touch the netting. Play continues. 2 go down as Gruel's battling on the sidewall. Gruel gets loose. Leibowitz to Gruel. Behind the net. Mission pick it up. Good chase there. It's back out to Koalo. Koalo tries to take the howitzer. Doesn't get all of it. Oh, good one-touch pass from Martin to Gruel. Just missed. Puck's going to go back down the ice. And icing is waved off. Wolf's going to come out and play it behind the net. We got 3:12 remaining here, second period. And there's a check right into the referee. She felt that one. Good pressure here by BK. As Miola's down. Back up. Healy. Blocking it with her stick. Trying to wrap it. Mission control. Down to the zone. Referee's got a skadoot. Pass over from Gardner. Gardner to Miola. Miola's got Stock. Stock right in the middle. She's tied up. No call. Gardner comes in. Shot save. Loose puck. And the Mission are going to dump it, and that's got to be an ice. There's the whistle. And we're going to come back down with 2:57 left in period numeral dos. So Nella, Tremmel, Saracola, Hunt, and Bodette. Puck won by Mission, sending it off. Good stop there by Bodette. We got a 2-on-1. Hunt's gonna cross over, off her skate. Good play there as BK tries to come out of the zone. Recall from Saracola. Here's a 2-on-1. Puck's up. La Pushanova comes in, shot, save, rebound. Oh, what a good save by the Mission goalie. Nice play there. Good work. Puck goes across, back down. 281's chasing it, and we're gonna get an icing. So 2:22 left on the clock. We're gonna go back down for an in the zone face-off for BK as they get some line changes. Martin and Koalo. Chloe at the draw. Chloe sends it forward. Picked off there by the Mission. King can't handle it. Good play there by O'Donnell, though, as she picks the stick. She comes into the zone. She's going to take a shot. Good scoring opportunity there off the pad. And Koalo's going to pick it up. Koalo sends it behind to King. King to Brinson. Brinson's hit from behind. Cross the blue line. The Mission come in. Koalo, good skates there. Good stick, good skates, good body positioning. Out in front, blocked, it's up in the air. Taken by Koalo. Hand pass herself. She goes down and she's tripped. And BK is going to go back to the power play. So with 1:42 left in the period, they're going to spend it on the power play. So Stock's at the draw. I see Gardner and Miola on the far side. Puck's back to Martin. Martin over to Bodette. Bodette, swing pass. Oh, right in front to Miola. Tipped it over the net. And puck's going to go down. Wolf is going to try to settle it. She gets it to Bodette. Bodette's got one chasing from the Mission. Stops behind the net. Trying to set something up. Sends it over to Stock. Stock uses her speed to get down in the zone. Controls the puck, sends it back. She's got Bodette. Bodette relaxing. Pause, set it up. Stock down low. Off the skate of Gardner. Back to Stock. Bodette's going to pick it up. Bodette inside out to Stock. Stock's got one. Passes over to Martin. A little late. Good job by the Mission. Pick it off. And BK is going to be forced to regroup. As Stock comes back around. Good pull-up stop. Looking for Gardner. Centering pass. Gardner has it. We got 2-on-2. Gardner comes in. Toe drag shot. Off the gut. Sent back out of the zone. Good play there by Nella. Nella's got to wait. Pauses. Oh. Thought she had it. Re-entry in the zone. So with 30 seconds left in period 2, 50 seconds left on the power play. BK is going to take the face-off in the neutral zone as Tremmel steps in with Saracola. Ide over to Healy. Healy, it's in her feet. Tremmel's going to pick it up. Tremmel loses her stick. Saracola comes in, though. Nella picks it up. Puck goes back. Healy sends it back down. Saracola. Saracola. Wait, she's out to Ide. Ide. Over to Healy. Healy keeps it in. Now Pushinova. Working toward the front. Good opportunity there, and that's the end of the period. So we're going to take our minute pause and be back in 1 or 2 for period number 3. All right, y'all. So period 3, 15 minutes. Let's see how this works. Time on the clock has been removed for the power play. I know we're still on it. I don't know if they're going to worry about that. But puck is dropped. Nella takes it into the zone. Down low, good chase by Saracola. Bodette up high. Nella at the blue line. Nella, toe drag, curls around. Power play's over. Back pass, back down in the corner. Saracola's gonna chase, picked up there by Martin. And kept in there by Nella, good job. Nella still controls, inside out. Saracola comes over and the puck goes up into the netting. We're gonna get a face-off. Line changes for BK. So Gerson, I see Gersey. I know defensively we have Healy and Koalo. It looks like Gruwal at the draw. I don't know if that's Boyko on the left. Face-off won by BK. Koalo picks it up, dumps into the zone, gets it to Gerson. Gerson trying to body off her girl. Still has the puck, sent back to Koala. Koala waits, sends it down, gets past her. Mission are gonna chase. As Koala works back for the puck, sends it over to Healy. Healy up the wall. Boyko, centering pass to Gruwal. Gruwal over to Gerson, a little bit too far. Mission pick it up, they send it back down. That's gonna be an icing. And we're gonna get some changes, I'm assuming. And back down into the zone. So Chloe out with O'Donnell. Puck goes back to Hunt. Hunt sends it back down and around. Far side, King. King out in front with it. Off the pad. Hunt's gonna pick it up. She sends it down. Tries to get it low to King. Wrapped around. Chloe's gonna chase. Chloe holds it. Sends it back. Not far enough. Now Bodette picks it up. Bodette, inside out move. Good pass there. Down low. O'Donnell spins, turns. Sent down. Another good stop there by Bodette. Gets it to Hunt. Hunt tries to quick swing it to King. Bodette's gonna pick it up. And Bodette battles on the near side. Puck's out, here comes King. King She gets checked off the puck, sends it back down. Here comes Chloe. Chloe looks for Miola. Miola behind the net, picks it up. Along the near side corner. Gardner over to Martin. Chipped out of the zone by Chicago. Stock back over to Miola. Miola centering it to to Gardner. Gardner toe jags around, comes in, shot, save, rebound. And we're gonna get a cover there. With 12:23 left. BK is controlling this game. All right. Tremel at the draw. Mission, our new center, called up. Martin at the point. Sends it down. Pushanova gives chase. As Leibowitz works hard down in the corner. We're going to try again. So Korn posts up on the inside, Tremel down. Pushanova on the left. Pushanova sends it back to Ide. Ide looks over, tip. Sent down by the Mission. Martin comes in, off the skate. Pushanova over to Leibowitz. Back into the neutral zone. Good pass there by Martin. Over to Pushanova. Pushanova enters, curls, stops, looks down low. She has Leibowitz. Tries to make a move. Sent in by Healy. He to Leibowitz. Leibowitz over to Tremel. Tremel off the foot. Back into the corner. Pushanova. Leibowitz on the screen. Back out. And Koalo controlling at the blue line. Lost touch for a moment. Healy regroups. Back over to Koalo. Koalo, poke check. Little hit from behind there. Nothing major. Gerson comes in. Mission. Send it back in. Forcing BK to regroup. Healy behind the net over to Koalo. Koalo up the wall. Here comes BK. Centering pass. Gerson sends it right on goal, and they're going to cover it. We're going to get some line changes. Just over 10 remaining. As Boyko is out with Gersey and Gruwal. Gruwal at the draw. Puck's down. Bodette sends it in behind the net. Out in front. Shot, save. That was quick. Good save there by the Mission goalie. The puck's in the net, everyone. Just kidding. That was a good one-touch. Good scoring chance for BK. Gruwal. Good draw there. One touch to Boyko. Boyko comes around the net. She's got one out in front. Tries it again. Good one touch again. Gruwal regroups. Good pressure there. Puck's out. Here comes Mission. Mission trying to cut. Hunt's going to regroup. Sending one in. Muscling off the puck. Mission come up with it. Switch. Oh! Off a Hunt skate. Good save by Wolf. And Bodette going to send it up. Gruwal tries to cut into the middle. Martin gets it out of the zone. Back down in. And we're going to get an icing face-off. We got 9:34. This game seems to be taking forever now. I swear to God, I just said just under 10 minutes. All right, so we're going to come back down into the mission zone. Brinson getting kicked out. New center. Don't know who came in. It's over to Martin. That was King who came in. Cross ice pass. Tried to hit O'Donnell. It's off the wall, off the glass, goes down. Should be an icing. Yep, they're gonna call it. We're gonna try it again. So this time, Stocker comes out with Miola. Sitting up high is Sophia. And the Mission get kicked out this time. New center. Stock. Gardner. Shot on. Probably not as quick as she wanted it to. Miola gets bodied off the puck. Mission on the breakout. Got one. Offsides. A little bit too early. Good idea there by Chicago. And we're going to grab a neutral zone face-off. As Healy and Koalo come on the ice. Oh, center ice. Not neutral zone. Sophia picks it off, cuts into the middle. Outside the zone. She's going to wait. Pauses. Good stick handling there. Oh, nice play. Comes in hard. And the Minnesota goalie, a good stick check right there. Good back check by Stock. Koalo ties up her girl in the corner. Nothing happening down low. Not missing anything. 8:17, 8:16, 8:15, 8:14. Keep running the clock, ladies. Finally comes out to the point. Shot tipped in front. Some sticks there by BK. And here comes Miola. Back out of the zone. Healy. Healy looking to enter. Sends one. She's got one. Cuts in. Shot scores! What a good shot there by... Was that Baudette? Who is that? Shayla. Top shelf. On a great play by Healy to get it over, and Shayla just roofs it. And we are 3-0. All right, so 7:51. And BK really has controlled this game. So we got some girls stepping into the circle here on both teams. Puck is down. Baudette, quick pass over. Coming through, giving a shiver. Addie breaks through the middle. Saracola picks it up. Back to Tremmel. Tremmel up high, glove save there. 7:35. Tremmel up Pushinova. Saracola up front. Baudette and Hunt in the back. Puck down. Tied up. Mission send it behind the net. Good forward pressure there. BK's had good sustained pressure here in period 2 and 3. Pushinova cuts in. On her stick. Backhand. There it is. Loose in front. Find it. Hunt looks for it. Shot. And it's covered up as she goes down. Puck just sat there. Turned into a WWE match. Pay-per-view. I gotta block it. Just kidding. .713. Time is ticking slow during this game. Oh yeah. BK and the Mission both received coincidental minors for fighting outside the ropes. Do we know who it was? Doesn't matter. We know who's in the box? No? All right. Mission on the breakout. Gets past Ide just slashes her girl for no reason. And that's going to be an interference. And Avery's going to go to the box.
Kevin is Leah.
Leah. So Sarah Cola was in the box for... I told you she was a bully before the game started. That's the Broad Street bullies, right? Philly? Yeah. I'd want her in a fight on my team. I'd tag her out. Or tag her in. So, BK on the PK. La Pushanova. Picked up by Martin. Martin to Brinson. We're going to have a one-on-one. Brinson gets by. She's in the corner. What do? Hold it there. Oh, from behind. No call. Yeah, we got the call. She's right there. Can't do that. That's dangerous. So right in position. The refs are talking it over. They're going to give her an elbow. Elbow from hit from behind? Interesting. All right, well, if I was the referee now, I'm saying, listen, instead of a 2 and 10, I just gave you a break. We're going to go 4-on-4 here again. 6:36 remaining. Not happy. All right. Time to play. The whistle goes off. Here we go. All right, so we're going to go 4-on-4. Forgot Avery had a penalty. So 4-on-4. Martin and Healy, Brinson and Gardner. Puck's down, up into the netting. We get a whistle. Try it again. One there by Brinson. Gardner controls it. Gardner puts a move on the ref as she goes down. Mission pick it up. Clear it to center. All the way down. That should be an icing. And it is. I feel like this is a basketball game right now at the end when everybody calls timeout and it's like a 30-minute ending. 6:13 remaining. Chloe, walk down, taken by Shayla, intercepted there, regrouped by Nella. Nella sends it over to Katie. Katie enters the zone. Interfered with, stays down, stays up, excuse me. Out to center ice. Taken there by Shayla. Shayla loses an edge. Mission come up. Comes in, shoots wide. And Shayla's gonna send it to Nella. Nella's gonna be one-on-one. Comes in, she's taken down. We're gonna get another penalty call here. And we're gonna get a trip on La Pushanova. So we're gonna go 5-on-4, 4-on-3. 4-on-3?
Soon to be 5-on-3?
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go 4-on-3. And in 40 seconds, it's gonna be a 5-on-3 for 18 seconds. So BK, 3-0. Chloe at the draw. Sends it out. Up high. Brinson. Leaves it for Bodette. Over to Martin. Martin to Bodette. Modette. Good play by Nella. Nella makes a move. Cuts back. Looking. Shot. Blocked there by the Mission. BK's got to leave the zone. 12 seconds remaining. Over Bodette's stick. Martin. Martin's going to go. He comes in. Out in front. Nothing there. Pushanova comes in. Keeps it up high. Only got about 10 seconds. Over to Martin. Martin backdoor and it's in. So let's see if it's Gigi or if it's Gardner. I don't know who touched it. Looks like Gigi's going first. Definitely went off the goalie. They touched it. And it is 4-0 on the power play. And Mission just looked defeated. So 4:35 remaining. Coach Chelsea wanted to know why it was 5-on-5. But we're gonna stay that way. And the Mission are getting kicked out again. Puck's down. Also there by Miola. Sent in by the Mission. Hunt's going to regroup. Back pass, trying to get it to Healy. That was a blind pass. Healy's going to pick it up. On the wall to Miola. Miola to Stock. Stock, drop pass to Gardner. Nice shot there. Good hustle by Stock. Comes in, she's knocked down. Gardner picks it up, curls. Stock comes in, takes control. She gets hit again. Miola digging deep. Gardner trying to help out. Gardner curls, tries to get it down low. Taken there by the Mission. Sent out. Gets by Hunt. Healy's going to come over to help. Healy off the wall to Miola. Miola sends it to Stock. Stock's going to come over the line. She's got Healy going to the net. And Koalo comes in. Stays on it. Nobody there for the Mission. 3:20 left. Shot, tip, block, saved by Wolf. 3:13 remaining in the game. 4-0 BK. BK wins the draw. Eyed. Sends it behind the net. Picked up there and out in front. Picked up by the Mission. Checked on the pucks. Back to the point. Sent back in. Mission still control. DDD pass. Shot on. We got a whistle here. And we're going to have... We're going to have a face-off outside. I'm going to guess it's a crease violation. I don't know why else the whistle would have been blown. So 2:50 left in the game. Battled there by Boyko. Picked up. Wide to Wolf. Mission keeping it in. Eyed. Pass over to Boyko. Little far. Mission pick it up. D-to-D pass. Comes in. Shot. Blocked there by Koalo. Back to the point again. Jumps over the stick. Mission are forced to regroup. Puck stays in the neutral zone. BK comes up with it. Quick turn there. Pass over to Leibowitz. Leibowitz comes in. And after the pass, I think it was Panda who just made the pass and went off sides. A little bit too quick. So Brinson out with Gerson. Nella comes in, shot, save. Chloe trying to tie up a body. Helping out there, far corner, back to Bodette. Bodette stood up at the blue line and then interferes. No call there. Bodies are flying. Here comes a 4-on-1. Chloe sends it over to Nella. And the Mission come in. 3 on Hunt. Puck in. Shot. Taking away the middle. It's out of the zone. Here comes BK. Nella looking for Hunt up front. Shot save. Oh. Can't buy her one. Good spin move there. Went off the pad. We got 1 minute left. And here comes Corinne. Corinne, shot, save. Right in the gut. And Hunt comes in crashing hard. Whew. All right, so 1:03 left. Healy is with Panda in the back. Hunt up on the left wing. Grual at center and Leibowitz on the right. Oh, and Grual gets kicked out. Panda's going to come in. Grual's going to go back to the point. Puck one. Taken by Healy. Healy tries to get it deep. In the corner is Grual. Grual out in front. Loose there. Grual picks it up again. Regroups. Gets it back to Healy. Healy to Grual. Grual near side. Watches. Takes a look. Down low. To Leibowitz. Leibowitz makes a move. Sends it back down. Cycles through. King. Out in front. Back door. Shot. Hunt couldn't get the grip as she came in. We got 26 left. Healy back down to Gruwall, far side. Over to Hunt. Hunt behind to Leibowitz. Leibowitz out front, shot save. Rebound, it's off Healy's stick. Good regroup there as King picks it up. King's on it. Comes through out in front. It's gonna exit the zone. We got 5. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. And BK is gonna take down the Chicago Mission 4-0 to get win number 1 on the weekend here at the NIT. Tomorrow morning, Shattuck. All right, folks, we will see you then.